Hello, Grizzlies fans, and welcome to episode 15 of the Grizzlies Coaches Show. This week we are doing kind of a playoff edition, and we have a player and a coach with us today. So we have head coach Tyler Veen, and we have captain Noah Joyce. How are we doing today, guys?
Pretty good. How are you doing, Jacob?
I'm doing good. How's practice been this week?
It's been pretty good. I like it. Fast-paced.
Yeah, getting ready for playoffs, so always an exciting time of the year.
Yeah, for sure. So let's just start out. Let's talk about the prior weekend. Had two games, one against Wausau, one against the Woodsmen here at home. What did you guys think about this past weekend?
I think, obviously not the results that we wanted coming out on the losing end of both games, but I honestly thought we played pretty well besides putting the puck in the back of the net. I think when you add up the shots over both weekends, I think we put up 45 on Friday night and 55 on Saturday night. So you put up 100 shots, you only score 2 goals plus an own goal. Unfortunately puts you on the other side of it. I mean, the 5-0 loss on Friday, obviously you look at the scoreboard and you think, oh, that was an ugly game, but the reality is Wausau just capitalized on their chances and we didn't, and I thought we were right there in it with them, but they made the extra plays and they put the puck in the back of the net, and then Saturday, same sort of story. We had a lot more chances too, but Woodsman capitalized on theirs too, and that's the name of the game this time of year. Who capitalizes the most off of their chances and who limits their own mistakes as well.
I think you pretty much said it all right there.
All right, cool. So in both your roles, how do you prepare this team, for the high-pressure playoff environment that we have coming this weekend? Obviously, there's a bunch of rookies on this team. We do have some age-outs and guys with experience. I guess we'll start with you, Joyce. How do you approach this weekend with the team?
I think just it's having that experience with the veterans and then helping out the younger guys, especially through this week, because playoffs, high stakes, and it's do or die right now. And I know these age-outs don't really want to go home early. And yeah, it's a pretty big weekend.
No, it's huge. I think, in my standpoint, it's leaning on guys like Joyce or guys that have veteran playoff experience to know that literally every shift matters. Everything we do matters. How we tie our skates matters. All those little details add up because it's all a psychological warfare, right? It's more of a mental battle than it is a physical battle this time of year. Who's going to be mentally toughest that is going to ultimately race to the top and see who makes the least amount of mistakes, like I just touched on, is ultimately who's going to come away with game 1, and then you just kind of take it day by day and see who comes up with game 2 as well.
So speaking of the weekend, Wausau Cyclones, first round of the Fraser Cup playoffs. What are your guys' initial thoughts on the matchup?
Wausau's a good team. We're both good teams. They have a really good power play, so it's going to be good for us to be disciplined and stay out of the box. It's going to help us a lot, but I think if we keep it 5-on-5, keep to our systems, and just play our way, we have a really good shot at winning the game.
Yeah, I just think they're a tough team. They're well coached. Nate does a great job over there, along with Luke. Those two have done a great job of turning the program around and taking it to new heights. It's one of those things where we respect them a ton. We know what they're going to be, right? It's a tough place to play there. We're going to have to bring our best. They're going to bring their best, and it's just a matter of who capitalizes on the bounces when they get them and who makes the least amount of mistakes and who's ready to eat pucks and do the little things right that nobody really wants to do. That's the sexy things this time of year, right? You don't have time to make those shifty little plays. It's more simple meat and potato hockey, and who wants to do that the most is who's going to win this series this weekend.
Yeah, well, so speaking of going into Wausau this weekend, crucial game 1 on the road. It's kind of it feels like a do or die game, really. We've had 3 straight weekends, counting this weekend, going to Wausau, right? Not had success the first 2. What needs to happen to get the win and come back home to Rochester ready to clinch the series?
I think we just need to bear down and have confidence in every single player on that bench, and if we just keep playing like our standard and our way and our systems, I think we'll have a really good shot, and then just bearing down and keep putting the puck in the net.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to say it's do or die, right? You want to treat it that way, but you also want to take game 1 with a chance of closing the series out at home. It's very important to do so, but also if you drop it, you can't give up. You got to keep fighting too, because I expect this game. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes 3 games. That's just the way these two teams have played all year. It's obviously it'd be nice if we can get the upper hand and get it done here, but the reality is it's playoff hockey. When your 2 good teams are going at it, you never know what can happen, and this goes back to everything else. You got to take care of the little things and see what happens.
Yeah. So you keep speaking on all these little things and everything. You've won the cup as an assistant coach in your first year. Mm-hmm. What does it take that you can take away from that team to get through these 2 rounds, get to the round robin, and finish it off? What does it take for a team?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just taking it day by day. And I think as a team and as a group, you gotta be willing to sacrifice. And the one thing that I always kind of stand out is when we're playing in the Fraser my first year is we have Kyle Bauer. He goes down with an injury. He was our top line left wing, and Austin Mears, he stepped up off our 4th line right into the first line, and he was scoring goals. So you need unsung heroes in the playoffs and different guys to step up. Joyce obviously knows from his playoff run last year, stepping up, scoring goals for us. You need guys to be at their best, and you need guys to never quit no matter what the score is. Like during that playoff run, we lost the first game of the Fraser Cup 5-2 to Northeast, and then we came back and rattled off 3 in a row to win it. So you gotta be resilient. You gotta understand you're gonna face adversity. That same run, we lost to Oregon, and we had to win a division final game on Sunday at 1:00. So it's whatever the circumstance is, you just got to stay together, believe in one another, and just continue to strive ahead. And that's ultimately what does it. And you just got to take care of business and control what you can control, and the rest will take care of itself.
All right, cool. Well, after the break, Dozies fans, we're going to jump into some rapid-fire questions with these guys.
Your body is designed to function at its best. But daily stress, poor posture, and even minor injuries can disrupt your health. At Thrive Wellness, we focus on restoring balance and alignment so you can live pain-free and perform at your peak. Chiropractic care is a natural, effective approach to improving mobility, reducing discomfort, and enhancing overall wellness. Don't wait for pain to hold you back. Call 507-258-4100 or visit thrivewellness.com today to schedule your consultation. Experience the benefits of a properly aligned body because optimal health starts with a healthy spine.
All right, and we are back with head coach Tyler Veen and Captain No Joyce for some rapid-fire questions. Let's just get right into it. Pre-game and kind of game day ritual for both of you. Let's start with you, Noah.
I usually take a nap between 12:30 and 1:30 and stick to that pretty strictly.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know, biggest thing for me is get all the stuff dialed in here at the rink, go home, hang out for a little bit, and I don't do nothing too crazy, to be honest. Just hang out, maybe take a little nap if I have time, but then come back to the rink and be ready to rock and roll.
Okay. All right, when you guys aren't at the rink, what are your hobbies? Like, what are you doing for work? Just really, what are you guys doing when you're not here?
Usually just take a nap on the couch, and then if I have work, usually I work at an ice rink, so I'm examining always at a hockey rink.
That's fair. Oh boy. Yeah. My hobbies, still working, scouting. Spending time with my dog and my fiance as much as I can.
Yeah.
She gets mad at me when I scout too much, but it's part of the job. It's just when you're in it like this, it's kind of your hobby and your life, So everything kind of revolves around it. Whether I'm watching hockey, I like to watch all sorts of sports. So.
Everything's connected.
Yeah. So like right now, I'm watching college basketball pick up, so I get into that. College hockey, all that good stuff. So kind of a big sports nut. So that's kind of my hobbies too.
All right. What are you guys' favorite hockey memory?
Kind of a sad one, but we made it to stay in my Bantam year, but it got canceled because of COVID.
Ooh.
So we never got to play.
That's tough. I would say winning Fraser Cup my first year.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Who's your guys' favorite non-hockey athlete?
Non-hockey athlete.
I like Xander Schauffele, I'm a golf guy.
That's tough. I don't know. What about you?
And put me on the spot. I'm a big racing guy. I like Kyle Larson.
Yeah,
if you can consider them athletes.
Yeah, that's athlete. Yeah. So
yeah.
I'd say Kyle Larson, or if I had to pick one, I'd like Justin Jefferson, JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
Gotta go with that.
JJ
is
put it down.
He's the future.
Oh,
my
good.
all-time favorite athlete was Teddy Bridgewater, though.
Okay.
That's sweet.
Guy's got heart.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. What's your guys' favorite and least favorite practice drill?
Least favorite, I gotta go Dave Brown, and then
Soft.
My favorite is it's called Tip Tip.
That's a good one. My favorite would have to be. I like the Ricky that we've been doing. That's a good one. Okay, and then least favorite. I don't know. I like them all because I decide the practice.
My favorite part of this whole question is that they have no idea what we're even talking about.
Yeah.
So that's the funniest part.
The boys do.
What is that? All right. Who's your favorite hockey player?
time or?
I mean, now all time.
Now I gotta go Connor McDavid.
Yeah,
It's an easy one.
I'm a big Nathan McKinnon and Cale Makar guy. It's tough though because you watch the Four Nations and then you start to get your USA pride in there.
And you start to hate him.
Yeah, I really like the Kachucks obviously, but
Yeah.
just watching Faber play too, even though he's a gopher.
Yeah.
Joyce, this one's for
honorable mention, Jake Sanderson.
Okay.
Joyce, this one's for you. The funniest guy in the locker room.
It's got to be Goxie.
Goxie?
He's just dancing around.
Goxie.
He's just always getting the boys laughing.
All right.
That's a good one.
Do you have anything to say about that? Do you think there's
I
any?
played the fifth.
All right. Best memory so far in the season for you guys?
I would say the comeback against the Woodsman.
That's for sure. That's the shootout winner.
Yep.
All right. Two more. If hockey wasn't an option, what would you guys be doing right now? Obviously, Joyce, I feel like you might be in school, but let's transition that into like if it was another sport. What would you be doing?
I'd probably be golfing every day.
Okay.
I love golf.
I'd probably be coaching baseball or something.
Okay.
That was always kind of my sport growing up too. So something with athletics,
Yeah.
one way, shape, or form.
For sure. All right, and then what's one random hockey stat that you can just fire off whenever you need to? That's just in the back of your head.
I've always just remembered that the last time a NHL team three-peated a Stanley Cup was the Islanders back in 80 to 83.
Oh boy. UND has more national titles than the Gophers.
Oh my God.
8 greater than 6.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you guys for joining me today. It was a bit of a long one, and I know we've never done it with a coach and a player, so glad this kind of went well. Best of luck on the weekend for sure.
Thanks,
Anything
Nathan.
you guys want to say to the fans?
Come out and support on Saturday night. Hopefully it's a playoff clinching game, and hopefully it's packed house for these guys.
Yeah, love to see you there.
Awesome. Well, Grizzlies fans, this Saturday night, or actually this weekend, the Grizzlies start their first round of the Fraser Cup playoffs. We take on the Wausau Cyclones. Friday, we travel to Wausau. We play at Marathon Park at 7:10. And then we will come back to Rochester on Saturday night, play at the Rec Center at 7:05 p.m. And then if necessary, we'll go back to Wausau on Sunday, play a 6-10 game, and that will be the series-deciding game if it makes 3 games. You can get your tickets at tickets.rochestergrizz.com. Right now, there is a special going. If you use the promo code FraserCup, you can get them for $8. So buy online, skip the line, and come see the Grizzlies win this weekend. Go Grizz!
Go Grizz.
Go Grizz.